In the forthcoming negotiations for reform of the rules in the Schengen area, Austria wants to ensure that temporary checks remain possible at the EU internal borders. Such checks should also be allowed if necessary in the future, said Interior Minister Gerhard Kahner at the European Police Congress in Berlin. The states of the Schengen area need robust external border protection so that we can also guarantee freedom of travel on our continent in the future, he said. Kahner also announced that the checks at Austria's border with Hungary and Slovenia will last at least 6 months. The point is to stop people smugglers or traffickers who are advertising open borders in Europe in the shadow of the Ukraine war. Germany has had checks on the border between Bavaria and Austria again since 2015. The regulation was extended until November on the instruction of the German Federal Interior Minister Nancy Faeser. Actually, there are no stationary identity checks at the borders in the Schengen area from 26 European countries. In recent years, however, several states have used an exception and reintroduced checks. Germany has been checking the border with Austria, as I said, since autumn 2015. At that time, tens of thousands of refugees and other migrants made their way from Greece to Western Europe via the Balkan route. The EU Commission proposed a reform in December. It is being discussed that affected neighboring countries should be consulted in advance. According to reports, there is also a desire in the federal government in Germany for more coordination, especially on the part of the Foreign Office. So far, internal border checks have been decided by the Ministry of the Interior, usually after discussions with the federal states concerned. The European Court of Justice, the ECJ, ruled in April that states may only extend such checks in the event of a new serious threat to their public order or their internal security. In this specific case, it was about the practice on the border between Austria and Slovenia. To justify the checks, Faeser referred to a fragile situation on the Turkish-Greek border, illegal migration potential along the Balkan route and via the central Mediterranean route, and considerable illegal secondary migration. This emerges from a response from the federal government to a question from the left-wing faction's refugee policy spokesman Clara Bünger. The examination of possible effects of the judgment of the ECJ is still ongoing. Bünger pleaded for an immediate end to these checks. If the federal government is concerned with preventing unwanted onward migration of refugees in the EU, then it should work for a fair and solidarity-based EU asylum system, she said. She couldn't understand why Faeser was sticking to the politics and erroneous legal opinion of her predecessor Horst Seehofer. Well, I do understand this, but, well, the left is something special in our parliament. I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.